The heartbreak of cancer, the heartbreak of a cancer diagnosis, and the family it affects. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brianne. I don't give advice, suggestions, information, recommendations. I do share with you my perspective on different topics, as is with this one. You know, I got to thinking about the heartbreak of cancer. As you all know, we have gone our cancer journey as a family with my husband. He was diagnosed with a form of lymphoma, which was pretty significant, pretty severe, and underwent massive chemotherapy. So if you don't know those videos, just go back and type in cancer videos with my name on it, and you'll probably come up with quite a few. And that can kind of more explain the journey that we have been on. Right now, he's doing really, really well, and the tumor markers are pretty much normal now, and the cancer markers, and the tumors have reduced 75%. And we are on a very healthy way of eating, and I've talked about that in other videos. That's kind of what we're doing at this point. And like I said, I don't give recommendations or anything. I just tell you about our journey and what we are doing together. But when we first found out that my husband had cancer, it did come as a shock. Now, I have to tell you, that day before the doctor called us, my husband had gone in for a chest x-ray or CAT scan because he was coughing. And I said to him, I said, you know, this doesn't sound like any kind of cold. It sounds like cancer. And that's what I said to him. Well, when the doctor called, long story short, he had a huge mass sitting next to his heart and his lungs and his throat. And that was what was making him cough. So although I sensed it beforehand, it still came as just a heartbreak and a shock that we were going to have to go this journey. And so when we started on this journey, it was one doctor after the other, and it was confusing because, you know, you had to wait on appointments. You had to know why you were going to this one doctor and not another doctor. You had different tests that you'd never heard of before. You know, it's a scary thing to go through. At least for us it was. Now, my husband, he braved it right on through and had a great attitude. I think I was probably more scared. You know, maybe he wasn't showing it, so I don't know. But so we had to go, you know, through all of this, and then he had to get the port put in so that they could give the chemotherapy. And then he started on the chemotherapy, and I'll tell you, his was very heavy chemotherapy, and I guess every chemotherapy is different. They individualize it for people. Some people get a lighter version, while my husband got a very heavy, heavy version. And it was a really, really tough couple of months of chemotherapy. And he got it for 5 days straight, and then he would be off for 2 weeks, and then he'd get it another 5 days straight. And that was kind of the pattern that they did. And it was about 8 hours a day. And he'd come home, and it was like he had a different massive symptom every day as a result of the chemo. It was just really something. And of course, it's scary because you don't know what's going to happen. And you have all these emotions going on. It's a suddenly, it's something you didn't expect, you didn't see coming. And now you're going this journey, and everybody else is living their life and happy. And then you're going through this journey where your husband is so sick, and you don't know what the future holds now, what's your future going to look like. There's all kinds of emotions when you get a cancer diagnosis. Now, this has been about 6, 7, 8 months into this journey, about 8 months, and probably 4 months off the chemo. My husband's hair is going back. He's playing golf. His biggest problem right now is neuropathy. And if I can keep him on this healthy, what I call anti-cancer diet, now it's something that I made up for us, so it's not anything that's out there, but it's kind of based upon what I have read and videos I have watched. And after the chemotherapy was complete, the lymphomas were only down 25%. But after we started this diet 2 months later, with the combination of this diet, everything was down 75%. Now it's kind of stood still, and it's not growing, and it's not reducing, but his tumor marker, cancer markers, are normal. And so we're just hoping that I can keep him on this diet, this healthy way of eating, which is very nutritional, very healthy. The doctors totally, encourage it and approve of it. If this works, we're praying that the combination of everything works, and that we can just move on with our life. But I will say this, that after you go through something like cancer, it changes you and your family forever. You never ever take things for granted. Not that we ever did, because we didn't. But there's a luxury, in a way, being able to assume and take things for granted and assume you're going to get up the next day and do this and do that and make all these plans. And cancer interrupts that. It interrupts those plans. And now you're looking at your future in a different way because there's uncertainty. And so people who've gone the cancer journey, probably many, everyone is different. They respond differently. But I know for us, there was just a lot of swing of emotions, and it was a very, very difficult and challenging time. The key to it is take wonderful care of your body, take care of each other, and just keep the faith that you will be well. Surround yourself with the best professionals that you can find, and make the right choices and decisions, and go from there, and know that other people have probably walked your journey or one similar to it. Okay? From my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.